talked about some ways that we can end hunger. Do you have any questions about the World Food Program or about really anything? Do you have any questions? Yes? No, that's the cool thing. You don't have to pay anything. Not only do you learn, not only do you help out people, you also don't have to pay anything. So it's absolutely free. Yes? Where does the rice go? That's a very good question. Actually, there is a good section on here, freerice.com. I think it's about that you can find this. So, about Free Rice. Free Rice is a non-profit website run by the United Nations World Food Program. Okay, so here's the two goals. Provide education, helps end world hunger. And so, basically, what happens is if you go to then you will see usually there will be a banner somewhere for a different company, and the company pays money. So you don't have to pay anything. They pay. So we sponsors every time you answer a question right, then this rice is bought and it is shipped somewhere in the world, for instance Africa or Asia or South America, where people can eat it or eat it. Very good. Any other questions? Yes? How did I become an author when I was 7? Well, a lot of it was that I really loved reading and writing. So my parents started reading to me when I was really little, and I thought that was super fun. And so I thought, well, I wanted to be just like these authors and start writing. And by the time I was 6, I'd written hundreds of short stories, and I thought, well, like all these short stories, but they're really not going anywhere. And I thought, well, how's a way that I can get them in the hands of more people? And so I published the book, which is hopefully somewhere in there. Right there. Okay, great. Yeah, just you can still hold on to it. Just hand to me the end of the session. Yes? How do you get your book published? That's a very good question. A lot of it is you have to not be afraid to get rejected, because that's what happens a lot with publishing. Something that I did was I printed out my manuscript and I sent it to a lot of different publishers, and I got rejected a lot of times. So sometimes an easier way might be to just go out a newspaper or a newsletter. Well, maybe sending your work, like poetry or short stories, to a local newspaper or to a magazine for kids or something like that would be a very good way to get started with publishing your work. Any other questions? Yes? How many books have I written in total? I have written 2 books, Flying Fingers and Dancing Fingers. And then I just quickly want to say one more thing. So you can, go on to Free Rice and answer these questions, but I also really highly advise you to go to the World Food Program website, because I know that I've heard a question about where does all the rice go.